Hello, this is teacher Rosario Bell. Alright, we're going to learn about ratio. You can turn your book to page 218 of the textbook. And here you can see the meaning of ratio. A ratio is the comparison between two quantities of the same unit. I circled the word same unit here because this is very important. You will see why as we go through the notes and the examples. Now let's see here. Look at the children here and their mother. Yes, they are in the kitchen. It looks like they are making something. Oh, if you look at the ingredients here, ingredients of kue lapis. I see. So the mother and the children are making kue lapis. All right, as you can see here. The daughter says, "Here is 1 cup of sugar, mother." And the mother says, "Lynn, please get me 1 cup of thick coconut milk too." Okay, so she gives 1 cup of sugar and the mother asks for 1 cup of thick coconut milk. Okay, so if you look at here, talking about ratio, what is the ratio of the number of cups of sugar to the number of cups of thick coconut milk? Remember, ratio is the comparison. We want to compare. Okay, we want to compare. So, to make kue lapis, 1 cup of sugar is needed. 1 cup of thick coconut milk is also needed. So, if you compare, it is 1 to 1. Okay, if you can see here, 1 cup of sugar to 1 cup of thick coconut milk is stated as the ratio of 1 to 1. So the comparison here is 1 to 1. It sounds same, isn't it? But still, even though the number is the same, it is still a comparison. So they need 1 cup of sugar. They also need 1 cup of thick coconut milk. So the ratio of 1 to 1 is written as this. So this is how you write ratio. This is, okay, you have this mark. Okay, you have this mark. So you write the number. Remember, the first number of the first thing mentioned. So here, the first thing mentioned is sugar. That's why here it's written sugar. And then the second thing mentioned is coconut milk. So here is coconut milk. So the number is 1 to 1. Okay. Now, let's look at B. State the ratio of the number of cups of sugar to the number of cups of rice flour. Okay, so where do we get this? It's from the ingredients here. 2 cups of rice flour. So here, 2 cups. Now again, remember what mentioned first should come first. So here, sugar is mentioned first, so sugar should be in front. And rice flour is mentioned next, so this should be next. That's why if you look at here, the ratio of 1 to 2. So the ratio here, okay, to compare sugar and rice flour, the ratio is 1 to 2. So we write 1 first because it is mentioned first. Okay, so the ratio of 1 to 2 is written as 1. Don't forget this mark. And here is 2. All right. So to complete the missing numbers here, the ratio of the number of cups of sugar to the number of cups of rice flour is 1 to 2. Right. Okay, let's go to the next example. Example number 2. Oh, by the way, if you do want to make kue lapis, you can try by using these ingredients. All right. So I hope you have fun making kue lapis, and maybe you can share some pictures with us. All right. So let's go to the next example. Okay, here, number of storybooks read by 4 pupils in a week. So the pupils are Janaki, 1 book, Sherry, 4 books, Kun, 6 books, and Nora, 5 books. So let's see here. State the ratio of the number of Janaki's storybooks to the number of Nora's storybooks. So Janaki, 1, so 1 book here. Nora, 5 books, so 5 books here. So you can see the ratio of the number of Janaki's storybooks to the number of Nora's storybooks is 1 to 5. So if you to compare how many books does Janaki read to how many books does Nora read, this is the comparison. So we compare Janaki only 1 book, Nora is 5 books. So when we say in ratio, we say 1 to 5. Okay, 1 to 5. So don't forget this mark here. Okay. Now, let's answer these 2 questions. State the ratio of number of Janaki storybooks to the number of Sherry storybooks. So we know Janaki. Janaki is 1 book. Now Sherry storybooks, 4. So to compare it, Janaki only has 1, Sherry has 4. So the ratio is 1 to 4. Okay, B. So we know Janaki has 1 book, and Kun's storybooks, there are 6 here. So Kun's storybooks are 6. So the ratio is 1 to 6. All right? Okay, good. Now, let's go to number 3. This is page 219. Let's go to number 3. Chiu's mother cooks fish and chicken. So this is the fish, this is the chicken. What is the ratio of the mass of fish to the mass of chicken as shown below? Okay, now first thing first, let's look at the tips. The unit of ratio is not required to be written. So you don't have to write the unit, kilogram or gram. You just need to write the number of it. Okay, so if you look at here, the needle is pointing to 1, so the mass of fish is 1 kilogram. And here the needle is pointing to 10, so the mass of chicken is 10 kilogram. Again, we don't have to write the unit, we just need to write the number. Okay, so the ratio of the mass of the fish to the mass of the chicken is 1 to 10. Okay, so remember, if you look at here, the units are the same. So kilogram, so we can write the ratio right away, 1 to 10. All right, so let's turn to the next page, 220. Okay, so you can do this one on your own. Let's go to number 4 here. The pictures show the prices of 3 items bought by Fuad's brother. So this is bookmarks, 1 ringgit. A pair of shoes, 100 ringgit. And a smartphone, 1,000 ringgit. State the ratio of the price of the bookmark to the price of the shoes. Price of the bookmark is 1 ringgit, so the number is 1. price of the shoes is 100 ringgit, so the number is 100. So the ratio of the price of the bookmark to the price of the shoes is 1 to 100. All right. Okay, now let's go to B. State the ratio of the price of the bookmark to the price of the handphone. So price of bookmark is 1 ringgit. Price of handphone is 1,000 ringgit. We don't have to write the unit. We just need to write the number, just like this. So here, bookmark is 1. And here, price of handphone is 1,000. So the ratio is 1 to 1,000. So to complete the missing numbers here, the ratio of the price of the bookmark to the price of the handphone is 1 to 1,000. Okay. Next, let's go to page 221. Number 5. Look at the picture. State the ratio of the volume of cucumber juice to the volume of carrot juice. Okay, so this is the cucumber juice. It's only 1 liter. This is the carrot juice, which is 4,000 milliliters. Again, let's look at the tips. When stating a ratio, ensure that all the quantities are in the same units. Same units. If you look at here, this is liter and this is milliliter. The units are different. So what you need to do, you need to convert either one of them to the same unit. In this case, we convert 4,000 milliliter to liter. So you have learned that 1 liter is 1,000 milliliter. So if there are 4,000 milliliters, it is 4 liter. So make sure you convert it to the same unit first. So now we have 1 to 4. It's not 1 to 4,000. Okay? Because 4,000 has been changed to 4 liter. So the number we have is 1 to 4. The ratio of the volume of cucumber juice to the volume of carrot juice is 1 to 4. Okay. All right, next. Now here, mass of papaya is 1 kilogram. Mass of coconut is 1,000 gram. Stated here, the ratio of the mass of papaya to the mass of coconut is 1 to 1,000. Now, think. Is the answer correct? What do you think? Is the ratio 1 to 1,000? Do you have any other answer? If you do have any other answer, I need you to explain. Okay, so make sure you can explain. Yes, because when we stating a ratio, the quantities are in the same unit. These are not in the same unit. This is a kilogram, this is gram. So you need to change 1,000 gram into a kilogram. Yes, this is 1 kilogram. So the coconut is 1 kilogram. So the ratio is not 1 to 1,000. The ratio of the mass of papaya to the mass of coconut is 1 to 1. Good job. All right. Now let's go to the exercises here. Let's do this together. Now let's look at number 1. The picture shows a vase of flower. State the ratio of A, the number of roses to the number of tulips. Okay, so if you look at here, how many roses do you see? There's only 1 here. So you can write it here. There's only one rose. And tulips, here are the tulips, 1, 2, 3. So tulips, there are 3. So to answer question A, the ratio of roses to tulips is 1 to 3. So it is 1, 2, 3. Next, let's do B. The number of roses to the number of sunflowers. Okay, so we know that there's only one rose. Now let's see how many sunflowers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 sunflowers. So to answer B, it is 1 to 4. 1 to 4. That's the ratio. Okay, next, let's go to number 2. The table shows the length of 3 wires. So wire R is only 1 millimeter. Wire S is 1 centimeter. Wire T is 1 meter. If you look at here, please take note of the units. There are different units. You need to state the ratio in the same unit. Okay? So let's see here. State the ratio of A, the length of wire R to the length of wire S. So wire R is 1 millimeter. Wire S is 1 centimeter. You have learned that in 1 centimeter, there are 10 millimeters. So we are not going to use the number 1 here for S, but we're going to use the number 10 here because it is in the same unit. So to answer A, the ratio of the length of wire R to the length of wire S is 1 to 10. I hope you can follow so far. So good. Okay. Now let's go to B. State the ratio of the length of wire S to the length of wire T. Okay, so wire S is 1 centimeter. Wire T is 1 meter. And you have learned that to change meter to centimeter, it is 100 centimeter. So you're going to use this number 1 here. You're not going to use 10 for question B. Okay, for question B, because it is centimeter and meter. So it's no longer millimeter and meter. So we're going to use 1 here. So the length of wire S is 1. Okay, and wire T is not 1 meter. We're not going to use the number 1 meter here. We're going to use this 100 because it is centimeter, just like S. Okay, so the ratio is 1 to 100. Okay, good. So far so good? I hope so. Okay, now let's go to the last question. If you can see here, syringe. Okay, so this is syringe, 1 milliliter. This is 100 milliliter. Oh, these are the same unit, in the same unit. And here, this is a liquid bag. This is 1 liter liquid bag. Okay, please take note that this is liter. This is liter, all right? Okay, now, set the ratio of A, the volume of 1 milliliter syringe, to the volume of 100 milliliter syringe. This should be no problem because they are in the same units. So we just take the number right away. So the ratio is 1 to 100. Now, let's go to B. Now, state the ratio of the volume of 1 milliliter syringe to the volume of 1 liter of liquid bag. Okay, here we cannot take the number 1 here because this is in liter and this is in milliliter. We need to change this to milliliter. You have learned that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliter. So we're going to use the number 1,000 here instead. All right? Because it is in the same unit. milliliter, milliliter. So the number here, the ratio is 1 to 1000. All right, so that is ratio to compare. So it means here, okay, it means here every 1 milliliter of syringe, there will be 1000 milliliter in a liquid bag. So that's the ratio. I hope you can understand so far. Just replay the video if you feel lost or you don't understand anything. You can pause and replay. You can rewind. Okay, so until next time, thank you for your attention and happy learning. Bye.